And we, oh, God dang.
Just leave it.
Just leave it.
You got to start a video like that at some point. Okay. And we're here for Rogue Actions, everyone. What's going on? Do it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
All right. And we are live tonight from the Outer Rim in what is another gorgeous night here. Cubs. Welcome to Rogue Actions, everybody. Hi, how's it going, man?
This is by far, without question, the most excited I have ever been to record Rogue Actions with you, my man. I have got so... I was sitting down... Okay, here's what I was doing, all right? I was making macaroni and cheese for my girls. And I glanced at my phone. I see this notification. It just says, Urzatron, I'm quitting Galaxy of Heroes. And I was like, what? Wait, what? And my first thought is, what about Rogue Actions? Are we doing Rogue Actions tonight? And so I'm happy that we're here at least for tonight, Urza. I was like...
You were quick. You were quick.
I messaged you immediately. I was like, what?
I like literally post the video and like not even 30 seconds later, I have a Discord message from Cubs. What's going on?
I had a tear in my eye. I was like, no, not my boy.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you know the drill. We got 3 topics over on my channel, 3 topics over on Cubs' channel. You want the whole video, you got to like and subscribe to both. Cubs, you ready for some Rogue Actions?
Yes, please. I'm ready. I'm sitting where you guys are sitting today, all right? I'm here to listen to the Hallmaster preach to us about what's going on. So, Urza, why?
Okay. So, it really was about the road ahead for me.
Yeah.
I've had 2 of my, like I mentioned in my video, I've had 2 people I'm very close with leave the game. And it kind of gave me a moment of self-reflection. And I just, I it's not even about the money anymore, Cubs. It's not about, because the streams do quite well, and like it's so fun doing YouTube and covering Star Wars games. It's not about that at all. It's about just me reaching the point where I feel like I've gained as much as I can gain from this game. It feels like more of a chore than it's worth at times, and I'd rather just walk away and explore new things. We got new Star Wars games coming. We're going to talk about a little bit more about that later. Yep. But it just felt like the right time for me. And I just want to be clear, guys. Just because it's the right time for me, it may not be the right time for you. I've been with this game since January 26, 2016. I've been with this game for almost 5 years. Like, it's insane how long like this has gone on. And
yeah,
for that reason, that longevity, it's one of the best games I've ever played, regardless of how well it was treated. The community that formed around this game was unmatched. So I don't know. For me, it just felt like time. I don't want to get too deep into that because we're going to go talk a little bit more on your channel about some of these specifics here. So yeah, just felt like it was the right time.
I'm going to paint every possible scenario to try to figure out how we can keep you here, because you did. I want to make it clear, Hall. You said 60 days, so we got you for 60 days.
Oh, yeah.
And so we got 60 days to convince this guy that he wants to stick around. But no, I mean, in all seriousness, on a friendship level and on a personal level, I want you to be happy, man. And you know what? If this game isn't making you happy, you can't be genuine in your videos, that kind of thing, then the time to step away may have come. And I personally respect the hell out of you for that, and putting your own, I don't want to say mental health, but like your own enjoyment, I should say, of the channel and what you do here above money, I think shows that you're not in it for some kind of monetary gain alone. You're in it to be you, to be Urzatron, and for the Hall. And I think that's something that draws people to the Hall, and why, I mean, if I can get a little sentimental here for everyone in the Hall, I think that's why I really feel like you have one of the hidden gems on all of YouTube and Twitch that people who haven't been able to play Galaxy of Heroes haven't had the chance to experience. And I've always wanted to see you find people outside of this game, because more people deserve what you provide. And so I respect the hell out of it, man. I hope that you stay still, but
okay,
I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because I I made the point in my video. I really felt like I reached my prime when Grand Arena started, the original run of Grand Arena,
Yeah.
where I was like making intros for all the characters and teams and really having fun with it. And like, man, when it first started, Cubs, I would legit like I would be so excited like days in advance, but like, oh, we're having Grand Arena, and I'd like plan my entire schedule around it, and then suddenly I just kind of floated into this 7:30, Mountain Time start, and I just ran with it ever since. And over the last year or so, I've watched the kind of enjoyment just slowly fade away from a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
to the point where like, I just not motivated to do new intros, keep things fresh. And that's part of the reason is because like, they're not keeping the game fresh. They're not introducing new content, keep things interesting. It just built to a point where I was just unhappy. And I just started questioning like, why am I doing this to myself? And this is something we talked about a little bit beforehand, Cubs, is that I obviously, we often joke about my real life situation, having a job still, a corporate job, and
You gotta, dude. You
um,
gotta leave. You gotta do it full time, man. Maybe not now.
right. Well, so that certainly helped the decision. I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you guys 100% that helps the decision because I have my real job still, and I can go just focus on what I want to cover and not feel financial pressure.
Right.
And I know you would be fine, and I know Arnold would be fine. Like mobile gamer, you guys have proven you can make a life and a good family life for your significant others and things like that. Doing YouTube and Twitch, but for me, it was just like okay. I don't want to be the guy that's like holding on to the very end and being the last guy kind of guy. I'd rather take the opportunity to try and, make a choice that's good for me, kind of blaze the trail and find just the next chapter for my channel.
Right. So, okay, that's a good segue into the next subject here.
Yeah.
Your channel plans, which I'm curious of. I went and put this graphic together today, and I put in Star Wars Squadrons because I'm guessing that's gonna have something to do with your plans. But I think it's clear. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I feel like I'm leading this video right now. Sorry, I have so many questions.
No.
I have to ask
Great,
you.
man.
But I feel like your passion for the channel and for the haul is not at all diminished.
No.
It's just about the game, and so we still have a lot to look forward to from a content perspective, it seems.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not dead yet, guys. Don't eulogize me. We are 100%.
Don't eulogize me.
Yeah, I'm 100% committed to Star Wars, and that was the point I wanted to try and make in my video.
Cool.
Was my heart is always going to be with Star Wars. It's always going to be that. So
Pew
if
pew.
you
Bam! Frickin'. You hear that?
I hear it, man. It's amazing. I was like, what's she yelling about? I looked up. I'm like, what?
I decided to keep it like right next to me, ready to go, because there's so many impulses I have when I stream, and I'm just like, I just got to ignite a lightsaber right now, like now.
Oh, it sounds amazing, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So no, my channel, like totally, the plan is to continue with Twitch, continue with building out YouTube content, and just to continue to just love Star Wars. That's it. If you guys want to be along for that ride, feel free. I mean, I am 100% committed to keep on going. No one is going anywhere. Like the camaraderie, the friendships we built in this channel and in this hall, none of that is going anywhere. There will always be a place for that. We had so many people, wonderful people come by the stream tonight and just say, thanks for everything, man. I'm still with you 100% of the way. So many nice comments in my video. None of that is changing, Hall. I will still be here putting out content, loving Star Wars, and I just want you to enjoy it with me.
So my biggest, can we go on to the last subject? Because this is what
Yes.
I'm by far the most interested in. I actually told Urza before we started today, I'm like, okay, so subject 3.
Okay.
What can you tell me about subject 3? Because I do not want Rogue Actions to die, whether Galaxy of Heroes is around or not. I think this has become a part in my week that I very much look forward to. And I know it's part of your routine out there, Hall and Cubs fam, to come together and watch us discuss. And so, do we have a life past Galaxy of Heroes?
We do.
Yes.
I was ready to put it into Rogue Actions. I was.
I am not.
And Cubs was like, no, hear me out. And I heard him out, and I'm like, okay, you make a good case. I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about with Mandalorian, new Star Wars stuff coming up, and new Star Wars games. And I know Cubs is going to be playing Squadrons with me. I think there is a platform for all of that here. And the one thing I just told Cubs is the last thing I want, man, is to be talking about Galaxy of Heroes while not playing it, because then I'm contributing nothing intelligent to the conversation. So as long as we can keep the Galaxy of Heroes talk at a minimum and just keep it more Star Wars in general, I'm happy to continue the show with you, buddy.
Nobody talks Galaxy of Heroes that has quit the game still, right? Like, especially nobody on Twitter, right?
Right. We've never heard of that, right?
No, nobody from Colorado. Okay, so yeah, this is, and I want to hear what you guys think. Like, fill up the comments below. How committed are you guys to Rogue Actions if it is a non-Galaxy of Heroes show eventually? Which, for me, I have no plans on quitting the game right now. We'll talk about that in my half of the episode. I've got a lot of thoughts about this. While I respect the hell out of what Urza's doing, and anybody who leaves the game, I'm kind of on the other end of the spectrum. I'm actually, believe it or not, Urza, we'll talk about this. I'm more optimistic than I've been in a while about the game, which is kind of
great, man.
It's kind of crazy, but I've got reasons. But whether I'm playing the game or not, like, I want this show to be around, and if I have to hold my tongue on the game and we just talk Star Wars, like, the thing is about Urza and I, like, when we get together for Rogue Actions, we talk about life, we talk about our families, we talk about Star Wars, we talk about so many other things, and a lot of times the only thing keeping us from being on Discord for 3-4 hours together is the fact that he just streamed. It's late for him, and we both have women outside waiting for us to finish up our episode that are expecting us to be done. Otherwise, we'd probably be going for a long time. So I think there's a lot still to be gained from our show. That's just me. So if you guys feel the same way, let me know.
I will tell you, the funny thing about Cubs is I can send Cubs a message at 1:00 in the morning, and he'll respond to me.
Yeah,
and he'll do the same thing to me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing up, man? Like, go to bed.
It's just about anything, right?
Yeah, it's great.
It could be as simple as, oh yeah, I'm getting custom emotes. I'm like, oh, you are? Okay, well, I'm gonna get them too.
I'll type it on my phone.
And I got them before you did.
Yes.
You haven't even seen sketches for yours. It's not fair.
I haven't seen sketches.
It's not fair. I got a good one. You know, she was like, first day, she's like, here, what do you think about this?
They're great. All right, guys, we got another video on Cubs' side. We're gonna be shooting the breeze over there. So with that being said, I'm issuing the evacuation code signal hall. Good night from the Outer Rim.
See ya.